So I did my reading on the checklist manifesto of how to get things done right. So the first, one of the things that they were talking about in the book were that there are three kinds of problems: the simple, the complicated, and the complex. Even in the midst of the complicated and the complex, we are often overwhelmed by simple problems, which we are ideally suited for checklists. They talked about in the book that in a surgery and intensive care, the use of checklists routinely procedures, errors, they reduce and they save lives. Checklists have enabled commercial airplane pilots to safely perform dramatic landings in response to crucial engine failures. They have helped some of the world's most successful fund managers to calculate risk and provide guidance to builders of everything from cars to homes to skyscrapers. Also, to add, there was a group of members who decided to not use a checklist their first time going around for the plane, and they were not successful. The second group that decided to incorporate the checklist, they were successful, and they noticed that the small errors what saved them compared to the first group. The second note is checklists should be brief. They remind us only of the crucial and important steps that even experienced professionals can miss. They should be precise and tell us exactly what to do or what to evaluate in any instance. So my second key point from the book is discipline is hard. We are best nature flawed and inconsistent creatures. Sometimes we cannot keep from snacking in between meals. That was just a funny thing that he wrote in the book. We are built for novelty and excitement, not for careful attention to detail. Discipline is something we have to work at, and it slowly becomes consistent over time. My third key point was checklists may be used to coordinate communication more than built this or code that. Checklists can also remind us to circle up with fellow team members to talk about steps taken, discuss them as a group, provides opportunity to revisit concerns and receive helpful feedback with whatever the situation may be. It also gives us a time to not have our sensor motor activity so impacted with stress. So how this connected with some of the things that we talked about in class was our psychology of stress. So in the book, it talked about high demanding jobs, overload, and social connection. So one of the things that eases stress should be with working with people that you have support with and that work with your job. This would be easier for you to be able to rely on people, so you guys won't all just be doing one individual job. And when talking about potential applications, I think it is very important to use your peers and the people you work with to help you remember these ideas so that you won't be stuck in these situations.